God once told me, my love is like the rain, but not in the way you might think. What he showed me completely changed the way I understand his love. And in the next few moments, I will share three keys that can help you experience God's love in a deeper, more personal way, and may even open up the way you hear his voice more clearly every day. If you have been to the channel before, you've probably heard about how God taught me to write things down, which started a process of me hearing him as I had been desiring and pleading with him about. And if you haven't, hi, I'm Ian, and I help people hear God again. It's what I've been doing most of my life and what I'm still doing in the mission field. The writing process for me has continued until the present day, but sometimes I take prayer walks weekly. And one of those prayer walks in 2020, the Lord spoke so clearly that I had to run home afterwards and write it down. What he said was so simple and so profound all at once. And I believe it will actually empower you to hear him better when you believe it. Let me share what he said to me in our conversation. Good morning, Abba Father. What would you like me to write down today? In fact, I was actually walking on this very path in this very spot when I asked him this. He answered me, my love is faithful like the rain, but not why you might think. I answered him, okay, Father, please share. He said, Ian, my love is always there. Like the rain, I questioned? Yes, Ian, rain is always there in the clouds. It's just waiting to fall at the right time, when the time is right. Yes, Father, of course, I replied. My love always causes growth as well. What else, Father? I asked. My love is endless. You mean like how rain seems endless when it's coming down? I asked him. Yes, he answered, and if that condition is right, it wouldn't stop. And then he kept on, but also it comes in every season and every year. And then I included, and it falls on the just and the unjust alike. And I finished with, man, you're faithful. I love you, Abba. Now, friends, there's three things that we can consider here. When we hear God's voice like this, when we walk with him and he shares from his heart like this, he doesn't just abundantly share some amazing insight. A lot of times there's actually a teaching, just like Jesus did with his disciples. I clearly pulled three keys out of what he said about something as simple as rain. If you didn't catch them, here they are. Number one, his love is always there, waiting to shower down on us, just like the rain is in the clouds always, just sitting there waiting to fall down on the earth, stored up in there. Let's make this practical for you in your life. It means it's always available. If we're looking for it and asking him for it, it's always available to us. His love is always available in all situations and in all circumstances. But let's be honest. Do we always remember that? No. In fact, when things are at their hardest, it's often hardest to be grateful or to remember the times that he's loved us. But when we just look up and refocus on that his love is always there, we can be flooded with memories of the times that he actually stood next to us in our pain and our joy. We need only to remember when we've forgotten. The second key about his love for us is that it always causes growth. His love is life-giving, always. Just like when rain falls on the earth, no matter how little or how small, it doesn't take but a few hours before you start seeing stuff grow from the ground. I mean, look how tall the grass is right now around me because of the rainy season here. How this can apply to our life or your life is, if we're not seeing growth spiritually in our life, could it be that we just haven't encountered his love in a while? Or maybe that we just need to remember his endless love for us? So friends, the question is, if you don't feel like you're growing spiritually, have you encountered him lately? And if you haven't encountered him lately, can I just say, we have a space where a lot of people gather now and where our whole intention is to encounter him, to learn to hear him. And I know that it's been an incredible time for me watching people encounter the love of God in their life when they thought that it had disappeared. If that's something you're interested in, Just check out the links below. You know, some days out here you realize this walk isn't just physical. It's faith, it's people, it's purpose. You know, I started walking with Ian to share what God's doing and to invite others into it. And that's why I partnered with Remnant Tees. It's more than clothing, it's a reminder. A remnant is those who stay faithful. Even when it's hard, ones that don't always blend in, the ones who keep showing up, who keep believing, and keep walking.
Remnant Tees creates Christ-centered apparel that points back to Scripture, conviction, and a faith that doesn't bend with the crowd. Check out Remnant Tees. I've linked them below, and I'm grateful to partner with brands that actually reflect what this channel is about.
If this speaks to you, you feel called to something deeper, let's step into it together, enduring, persevering, and preserved by God. We are the remnant. And then finally, the third key that we can miss often is that His love is endless. The Psalms say it's an everlasting love. And He said it this way, that it returns every season. What does this mean for us on the daily? It means it doesn't run out. It means we can turn the spigot on full blast all the time or turn it on and off when we desire. It means it's abundant. It means that we can't just catch a little bit of it because He gives abundantly and above and beyond what we can ask or imagine. So for those of us who are caught up in fear of scarcity or uncertainty in our life, I know I've felt that way before. Maybe if you're honest with yourself, you felt that way, or maybe you're feeling that way now, the uncertainty of God in your life. Sometimes it's just remembering that His love is an everlasting love, a never-ending love. And if we're really honest, and this is where some people can get stuck, is that sometimes we don't feel that we're worthy or that we measure up to that endless love. But what He told me that day and what Scripture says is that the rain not only falls abundantly in season, out of season, but it falls on the just and the unjust. So to everyone who's actually recognizing that love, it doesn't matter at what time of life they're in, it's available. And it will always return when we recognize it. Friend, if you're tired of not remembering and encountering that love regularly, and you're done with the things of the world pulling you away from remembering that His love is as faithful as the rain, and you want someone in a safe place where you can actually press into community to be able to go into that place of searching out that deep love so that you can live from it instead of for it all the time, just comment "deeper seas" down below, and we'll get you plugged into our community and show you exactly how you can do that over the next short season of your life so that you can walk in the transformation that God has for you and how He wants you to know how much He does love you. Or if you're just simply desiring to learn some more ways about how you can determine whether God's speaking to you or whether it's your own voice, watch the next video and it'll help you with that. Walk in faith and go in courage.